Nah. What?
The Bop House is a group started by Sophie Rain and her friends, featuring
Lord.
all OnlyFans.
Oh, Lord. The thought levels are astronomical.
Content houses usually have multiple receptions from the public. On one end, they can be perceived good, with all members collabing together smoothly with no problems and all being different in what they bring. And at the other end, you have something like the original Team 10 house.
Oh yeah, this was
Neighbor from Hell? Disney Channel star Jake Paul is accused of making life miserable for his neighbors in fancy West Hollywood. Rowdy Buddy.
Are you serious, my brother?
Also, excuse the homeless background, alright, obviously I'm not in my setup, but apparently there's a new content house in town unlike anything we've ever seen. And this content house fits more on something like Pornhub, so of course they used the alternative to it, TikTok. And that's none other than the Bop House. This isn't some brain rot joke or something, like this is deadass an official account. The Bop House is a group started by Sophie Rain and her friends, featuring all OnlyFans.
Oh, Lord. The thought levels are astronomical.
Girls who got big because of TikTok. Now, I'm not gonna name them all off here.
So just the TikTok whorehouse, okay.
Because no free promo. I know these girls make like $5 million a month. Slide me a $1 million, we can talk. I would never promo some OF girls though. I probably got some gooners that watch me anyways that are gonna check the page.
For sure. Gooners are everywhere.
Out after this, so maybe it doesn't matter. And two, because I truly don't even know these girls' names other than two. I haven't reached that elite status of gooning, I guess. But the two probably most known girls in the Bop House are Sophie Rain and Camilla Araho. Camilla is that one girl that was in the Mr. Beast Squid Games video for y'all that don't know. Then started an OF immediately right after she went viral. She did capitalize off her 15 minutes of fame, I will give her that. But it's just sad for our generation. All it takes is a Mr. Beast video and you're all of a sudden the top 0.1% of OF stars. Dang. I know historians skipping over our generation when they see this shit, not gonna lie. And she's also known for using her little brother in her videos on her TikTok to promo her OF, which is just weird. If you know your TikTok is meant to funnel people to your OF, then I would think you wouldn't want any of your family members featured in it, especially your underage brother.
Jade?
Nah, this girl a demon.
What has been your most expensive purchase?
What do you think, Christian? He's John.
He a fan, he a fan, he a fan.
Like she'll have her cooch flap spread wide open and be having a random conversation with him.
I don't know why you're so set on going to college. Like, just don't, be an entrepreneur like me and be successful that way.
Entrepreneur? You only...
Yeah, man, I don't even know what to say. This is sick. I mean, Shorty got her legs spread, just full eagle spread in it in front of her little brother. That's some nasty.
That's not being an entrepreneur.
Yes, it is. It's a business.
You sell pictures of yourself online. That's not being an entrepreneur.
And of course, there's Sophie Rain, which I'm assuming you all know whether you want to or not. Her big public fame push this year was her admitting she made $43 million in a year on OF, while being 19/20, by the way. I truly feel bad for women of our generation. Imagine going to college for 4 years, graduating top of your class, doing everything right essentially, only to get out and try to find a job that a million other people are applying for, and having to settle for, I don't know, a fry cook at an amusement park. Meanwhile, this girl makes 4 times your lifetime income in a year and doesn't even have to get smashed on camera. So fellas, if the ladies seem mad a lot, this is probably why. Actually, I don't know anyone that wouldn't be mad about this. Sophie Rain has also had some weird claims through her sorta climb to fame. She's claimed she's fully a virgin and never lost the V card. I know I'm gonna get some people like, Tommy, of course she can get nude on.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
Sure.
Camera, bend her butthole to the world, and still have her card. It's 2024/2025. We've moved on past the old cornstar tropes. Look, all I'm saying is it's just a little hard to believe it, right? It can't just be me.
You have already kind of marketed yourself. You're saying you're a virgin. And I'm wondering if that becomes a draw for a lot of men who are signing up for this.
I'm sure it does. Not a lot of people online claim that they're virgin. I think that it's really awesome that I still am, and that I can show other people that you can still make this much money and be a virgin and don't have to give yourself up to everyone and on the website, on OnlyFans and all that stuff.
It actually does benefit her.
I mean, I suppose it's possible. And if it is the case that she really is a virgin, then this is one of the biggest demon finesses in the world going on right here. Maybe that's a part of the appeal. Maybe that's why she's so successful, because there are a lot of guys that see her as untouched territory. But whatever the case is, I don't believe it. I don't buy it.
Her financially, weirdly enough, claiming she's still a virgin, because there's a large amount of dudes out there who love hearing it because they think she's more pure or clean. Like, all the Twitter OF girls will spam and always claim the same thing. Hey guys, I'm a new freshly 18 model who's never done anything with a guy. Wait, but you have 2 kids that are in school that you post on your story, and it says your actual age is 34 on famous birthdays. As I was saying, I'm the new freshly 18 model who's never. All the dudes who are into that freshly 18 need their hard drives checked. And a lot of times it'd be middle-aged or old men with full families. I hope these girls know the dudes that are their age are not buying their OFs. They're scouring the internet for the leaks. They're smarter than that. Her other big claim is that she's actually Christian and doesn't like how people assume things about her. Whether she believes this or not, I think this was best to keep a secret to herself. As someone who did grow up in the church, if anyone like a Sophie came up to the pastors and told them if it's okay what she's doing, they wouldn't care.
I mean, but that's the thing with Christianity, bro. You got a brand of Christianity for everybody. You got a flavor of Christianity for anybody, man. So technically, I guess she can claim to be a Christian if she wants to be. Just depends on what church she goes to. You feel me?
Kick her out, they'd hear it, but they'd look at her with the most "are you serious, my face" ever. One of the most well-known things from Christianity is the 7 deadly sins, and lust is one of the main things up there, so I'd actually like to hear her full justification of it one day. And even if you say the 7 deadly sins isn't mentioned in the Bible, like, do I really have to explain why the this wouldn't be accepted?
I don't want anyone thinking that about me. I'm a Christian. Like, I know it's like, it seems odd. I'm doing, what did you call it? OnlyFans?
I can't say because YouTube doesn't like it. They like flag me and then I don't earn any money. So.
Oh, that's fine. I understand.
I got a wife and 10 kids to provide for, so.
I don't do any like anything else with anyone on my OnlyFans. Like, it's just me. I made it because of basically because of the Spider-Man thing.
Yeah, I don't think just because she doesn't get fully piped on camera, she's all of a sudden abiding to all rules.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'll say this one more thing about because you're going to have some people in the chat being like, oh, yeah, well, obviously she's not a Christian because she's carrying herself in a way that incites lust in men. Well, if you actually study Christian history, you would know that it is not up for debate. All the early Christian writers who wrote about the way women should carry themselves, they said that women should cover their entire bodies. Are you familiar with how Muslim women dress in the Middle East? I think they're called, they're not called burqas, right? I'll put a picture up on the screen. You see this dress? This is how Christian women used to dress, period. This is just how women carried themselves. And if you actually read the verses about how women are supposed to cover their heads, that's talking about their face. But you have to read it through the lens of how it was interpreted at that time, how it was written. Point is, the early Christian writers who spoke on this topic, they said that it was immodest for a woman to be going around barefaced. And of course, that eventually, it's the same evolution you see with Islam now. It used to be all the women would wear, that covering, and then that turned into, they got the hijab so you can see their face. And then that turned into a hijab with regular Western clothing. And then it's going to turn into no hijab. Christianity went through the same cycle. This is a historical fact. I'm not going to debate you on it. You can just look it up. This is what the early Christians thought. But here we are today with women wearing, what women wear today, not covering their heads, not covering their faces. And this was not thought to be something that should only be done in church, by the way. And now Christian women, of course, would think you're absolutely batshit crazy if you were to suggest to them that they're supposed to cover their face or even just dress like a Muslim woman. Right? And so, yeah, it's easy for us to sit here and be like, oh, how ridiculous. This woman thinks she can wear bikinis on OnlyFans and be a Christian. But if you go back 500 years, 1,000 years, they would be saying the same thing about you. However, you're just right now. You're wearing leggings, you're wearing jeans. You feel me? Even if you're wearing a dress and you're not covering your head, they would say you're dressing like a whore. Just goes to show all this stuff is cultural, man. It's cultural and it moves with the times. Anyone who wants to believe they're practicing the same Christianity that was being practiced by the disciples or the early Christians is absolutely insane, bro. You're so delusional. Reality is religion has evolved over time, and it will continue to evolve. And so, yeah, that's the funny thing about all of this, man. But hey, that's why I say, yo, call yourself whatever you want to call yourself, man. Whatever makes you sleep at night, good. That's good for you.
Pertaining to the Bible and is good after everything. And even if she wanted to justify it a little bit better, I would say doing her content purely on Twitter would be an actual better excuse for that. Because I'm not saying she tries to advertise personally to kids on purpose. I actually don't think she does. But being on an app like TikTok where most of the users are kids, it's pretty obvious who her main audience is. You're not having grown-ass men with jobs sitting around the bar table talking about Sophie Rain's new TikTok. But back to the actual content house thing. This account, as of recording this, only opened 3 weeks ago and almost has 1 million followers.
Dang.
The growth is clearly insane for the little time it's been out. And they've been announcing
the gooning epidemic is insane.
They're trying to recruit more people into it. So I'm not even joking. There's people actually auditioning to get into the Bop House. I remember back then when famous actors years later would get their audition tapes released to the public.
Wow.
And everyone went, whoa, look how far they came, man. All their hard work led them to right where they are. They deserve everything they got. And now you have this. I'm not gonna show all the auditions because just no. But you can search it up on TikTok and see hundreds of auditions of people trying to get into the Bop House. If it wasn't already a problem, people have been recommending in their comments for a girl to join of the name Piper Raquel. She's a girl who got big growing up doing YouTube videos and vlogs, and also doing TikToks where she dresses, let's just say I don't want to show it because I'd feel like a
PDF file even spreading it.
She's 17 and decided to make her audition for the Bop House. And people are in the comments of the Bop House account recommending her to join. Just obliterate the whole app at this point. Donald Trump, if you can hear us, please delete this. Luckily, they denied her. It's not like they had a choice anyways. But I wouldn't be surprised. As soon as she turns 18, she'll be welcomed in with open arms. We all remember what happened with Bad Baby the day she turned 18 and opened her OF. We're living in a future where little girls growing up are going to be looking up to people like Sophie Rain and being like, I want to be just like Sophie Rain growing up. Only 10 more years to go. Before, it would be like their favorite YouTubers, maybe a makeup YouTuber or a beauty vlogger. But throw that whole playbook away, the game has changed. And now they're creating spin-off Bop Houses already. You have the mini Bop House. I don't know what your expectations are for it, but just be prepared.
Nah. What?
It would have been amazing if they just called it the Midget Bop House. That's got more of a kick to it. But I know you probably can't call it that because that's mean to their kind. They officially created a worse version of them all, though, because now there's rumors of a minor Bop House. And it's not rumors because it's an actual account up on TikTok. There's one girl running this account from what I see, and she says it's just a joke and not serious. But why even try to make this a joke? This type of stuff starts off as a joke, then slowly people try to normalize it, which led to real people making—
Bro, I'm telling you, I give it about 10 more years, bro. They're going to be normalizing, you know what I'm saying, 16-year-old girls doing this kind of thing. 16-year-old girls, 15-year-old girls doing this kind of thing. It's going to go that way. I'm telling you.
Auditions for the minor Bop House. Y'all remember when TikTok was purely a dancing app and was filled with stupid memes? And now we have this. I know damn well if you show these girls auditions to their parents, the least they're getting is a minor ass whooping. Anyways, I think that's all I can take from this. There's not much to say. 2025 is coming up right around the corner, so I want you to make some goals. One be—
Yeah, man. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Right, they got basically a OnlyFans thought content house now, and it has 1 million subscribers or 1 million followers in less than, I don't know, probably what was it, 24 or 48 hours. Just goes to show, man, it's like porn is out of style now, bro. Porn is no longer, people ain't checking. It's boring now. It's lame. It's cliche. People want this crossover between being a content creator and being a online prostitute. Hey man, it just is what it is. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching. Peace.